Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. I know that with SSC CHSL 2021 exam round the corner, you must be working very hard. This video is a small effort from our side to boost your preparation. I'm sure you must be familiar with the syllabus. If you take a look at the syllabus very closely, you will see that a lot of the content areas, English language being a very, very important content area, a lot of the syllabus, for example, improvement of sentences, active passive voice of verbs, conversion into direct indirect narration, a lot of it is based on basic grammatical concepts. So today, let's quickly revise some basic grammar. Let's go back to basics. A quick reminder, if you are preparing for SSC CHSL 2021 and you would like some guidance, you can enroll with us. Our courses have video lessons, they have study notes, they have very, very detailed practice questions, we have full-length mock test, interactive live sessions, and chapter and section tests. And all these are conducted and framed by subject matter experts. Without further ado, let's start. As we all know, there are 8 parts of speech: noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. But today, we're going to only talk about noun. When I was in school, we used to play a game. It's called Name, Place, Animal, and Things. I think this is the best way to remember what nouns are, right? If you ask yourself, what is a noun? The best way to define noun is that it refers to something, it refers to name, places, animals, and things. So, a goat, a name, for example, Rahul, Raj, Rohit, Rani. A place, Delhi, Agra, Darjeeling. Things, pencils, books, desks. So, name, place, animal, things. Now, nouns can be divided into 5 categories. We have proper nouns, we have common nouns, we have material nouns, we have collective nouns, and abstract nouns. Now, what is a common noun? The meaning is in the name itself. It is common. So it is the word which shows the whole class of person, animals, things, and places. So it's a name given in common to all things, right? So whatever you can look around and see, your phone, your laptop, your table, your desk, your chair, your pen, your pencil, whatever you can see around, anything and everything that you see around, boys and girls and men and women, everything is an example of common noun. But what if you're talking about a pencil? The pencil is a common noun. But the moment you say it's a Natraj pencil, Natraj is the name of the brand. So it's a special name. So pencil is the common name. The moment you name the brand, it becomes proper noun. So proper noun is the name of a particular person, thing, and place. For example, you talk about boys, but the moment you specify a young man or specify a boy, for example, Ram or Rohit or Rahul, it becomes proper noun. What is the easiest way to identify? A common noun doesn't have capitalizations. The first letter is always small letter. Common means shared by all, right? With proper noun, the first letter is always a capital letter. So if you can identify the way the words are capitalized, that will help you to distinguish between common noun and proper noun. Next, we have abstract noun. Again, like common and proper, the meaning is hidden in the name itself. It's abstract. It's something that cannot be touched. It's something that cannot be counted. You can only feel it. So it's the name of quality, feeling, idea that cannot be touched, but you can only feel it. For example, darkness, fear, freedom, depth, art, science, grammar. Well, can you touch grammar? No, you cannot touch grammar, but you can definitely touch grammar books, right? But grammar is an abstract concept. So grammar is an example of abstract noun. Next we have material noun. Material noun is the name of a material from which different things can be made. For example, milk, gold, wood. We're talking about materials here. And the last one we have collective noun. So it's a noun such as family or team. So we're referring to a group of people or things. For example, a bunch of bananas. So we talk about a flock. We talk about a herd. We talk about a group. We talk about a team, right? So we are talking about a group of people or things, and it says collective. So we're talking about a collection. Now, nouns can also be categorized into singular, which means one or single, and the other one is plural. So we have more than one, multiple. So car and cars. Now, there are certain rules that you need to remember when it comes to noun and numbers. Now, why are these rules important? These rules are important because they will not only allow you to write correct English, they will also help you to identify the mistakes. For example, in questions like spot the errors or in questions like sentence improvement. Therefore, it is very important to get a good grasp on these basic rules. Let's take a look. So we have rule 1. Some nouns are always singular. A and an are not used with these nouns. For example, wood, work, dust, traffic, electricity. You cannot count these, right? Can you count electricity? No, you cannot. Can you count dust? No, you cannot. You cannot count furniture. Well, you can count furniture, but furniture here is a concept, right? Can you count information? No. So we are talking about some nouns. Now, these nouns are always used as singular nouns, and that's the reason we do not use articles like a and an, right? For example, he gave me information, or he gave me some information, or Sachin transported his furniture by truck. Now, if you say furnitures, it is incorrect. You must write, Sachin transported his furniture by truck. Or, Rishma has good knowledge of grammar. Grammars or informations? It's incorrect. So these nouns are always singular. They might look plural, but they are singular. Let's look at rule number 2. Some nouns are always in plural form. They don't have singular form. For example, cattle, police, amends, arrears, athletics, wages, scissors, trousers. If what do we say? We say a pair of scissors, we say a pair of trousers or pants, right? So they always come in plural form. For example, the cattle were put to pasture. These eyeglasses are mine. So look at the verb we are using. We are using plural verb because these nouns always come in plural form. These trousers are a bit tight around my waist. Let's look at rule number 3. Now, there are some nouns expressing a number like 100, dozen, score. Now, they are used as singular, but they are usually accompanied by numerical adjectives. Let's look at the example. I think it will be easier for you to understand. So, Sumit bought 4. 4 is a number, right? So how many dozens? So that we are adding meaning to the word dozen. We are adding some information to the word dozen with the help of the word 4, right? So dozen, it's not 4 dozens apple. Dozen becomes plural with the help of the word 4, right? But dozen in itself is used as a singular form. Same with the next sentence. Samir got 500 rupees. Hundreds is incorrect. So it's going to be 500 rupees. The same rule follows when you're using words like pair, thousand, million, billion, etc. Let's look at rule number 4. Plural noun is used after one of, neither of, either of, and each of. It is very important for you to remember this. So, whenever you are using one of in a sentence, you must use a plural noun. So, one of my friends. If you write friend, it is grammatically incorrect. Or either of them. Anything apart from them will make it grammatically incorrect. Neither of the students. See, we are using the plural noun when we are using neither of, either of, or one of. Let's look at rule number 5. Some nouns look plural but have singular meaning. Singular verb is used with them. These nouns are summons, news, politics, physics. Now look, they look plural, right? They have S, they end with an S. So they might look plural, but you must remember the meaning that we have here is singular. So when we are talking about politics, we're talking about politics as a whole, not as separate units. And that's the reason these nouns have singular meaning, they take singular verbs. For example, politics doesn't seem to interest him at all. Economics is my favorite subject. See, economics is one unit, it's a subject, it's not a separate unit. And we are using the singular verb here, right? It was a good innings by India, right? So you must remember it might look plural, but these nouns have singular meaning and they take singular verb with them, right? So these are a couple of rules that I have collected which will help you to remember nouns and numbers. Now let's take a look at the last rule of the video. Some nouns look singular but have plural meaning. It's just the opposite, right? So plural verb is used with them. For example, we have infantry, children, right? It looks singular, but children means we're talking about a group of children. We are talking about a couple of children, right? It's not one unit. It's talking about many children. They are playing in the field. When we're talking about the police, we're talking about the entire department. So there are many policemen who are working. These nouns are infantry, children, cavalry, poultry, peasantry, gentry, police, and clergy. Right? So children are playing in the field. We use a plural verb. The police are working on the case. Again, we are using plural verb. It's very important that you remember these rules, because if you remember these rules, not only will your grasp on basic grammar will improve, but also it will help you to write correct English and identify mistakes in cases of questions like sentence improvement or spot the errors. I hope you have found the session interesting and useful. Stay tuned, and we will be back very soon with another video. Thanks for watching.